This is the Multitasker 3X, Series 3X, and this is a special multi-tool for several reasons. We'll jump into that very soon. This is the most expensive multi-tool in my collection, and this is a little bit of piece of history, actually. So one of the things that makes this special is you can see the hybrid bearing CNC billet. So they advertise this as being made from better steel, actually D2 steel, the pliers and the knife, and that it is CNC machined instead of the other ways that multi-tool plier heads are made. So it's actually tougher, made from more like single piece of metal, I suppose. And what we find on the plier head is that the teeth grow from more aggressive or come from more aggressive to less aggressive. We also find that we don't have this cutout for bolts. This is an AR specific multi-tool, and they're pretty unapologetic for making the whole tool that way. We've got two bolts right there, or screws, for the replaceable wire cutters. I have no clue where you would find those anymore, but at the time, this came out about 9 years ago, you could buy them. Very nice pocket clip as well. These are G10 handles, hydro dipped special edition, whatever that means. But they made this tool a little bit more expensive, is essentially what that means. Now, on this tool, you will find that they have 3 tools on each side. And one of the things I like about this is they actually didn't skimp on material. So we have a really nice D2, again, knife. It's a very thick knife as well. It seems to inspire confidence like all of this tool. It seems like it's pretty well made. People have said this is actually one of the only multi-tools around that perhaps is better than Leatherman. I'm not sure if that's true, but they did seem to try to use better material. One of the things you'll notice because there were different series of this multi-tool, on the Series 3, one of the things they upgraded was even the thumb stud. They made it textured, so in wet environments you could easily access the knife. Now, one of the things you'll find next is this replaceable punch, and you could add other AR style threaded tools, I guess, on there, like cleaning rods and so forth. And again, look at how massive that is. Pretty impressed with the material on this tool. The last tool on this side is actually the carbon scraper. And even though this isn't as thick, it's still a pretty heavy duty tool, again with that textured thumb stud as well. On this side, we have a really nice bit driver. Now, you'll notice that the only locking tool is the knife. So all the other tools are not locking, which is a little different on a tool that's this expensive, but I do have to say it seems like they made the materials very well. I don't know if that will be a huge issue for people in the AR community or not. So this is a nice magnetic bit driver. Again, very, very sturdy. One of the things they offered was a sight tool, and I think that perhaps screwed down like such on this. You can see there's some threads, but this did not come with the sight tool. These came with an 8-bit set for the Series 3, a 10-bit set for the Series 2. We do have several wrenches. I believe this is a 1/2 inch and 3/8. And then the last tool on this multi-tool is actually the castle wrench, and it includes the screwdriver, a fairly large flat screwdriver as well. So all in all, this is a very heavy-duty feeling multi-tool. You can crank the handles and it really feels like it's tough. You got some pretty thick pliers as well. It doesn't feel fragile at all. So this will come in around 4 inches long. It will just be a little bit over 4 inches. As far as the width, it will be almost 1 3/4 inches, perhaps a little bit over, almost 2 inches wide. Putting my modified Leatherman Wave, you can see that is definitely thicker in width and also in the thickness as well. So unfortunately, during the pandemic, I believe that the Multitasker line of pliers sort of shut down. I think they make some other tools, some small tools. And from what I read, they said these would have to be bumped up in price to at least $300, if not over, to even think of starting the line again. Sort of unfortunate. There's things in the design, as this right here reminds me of the Leatherman Dark Side. People said that was very special and were really interested in that. It almost looks like you could take apart these plier handles, but perhaps this was in the Multitasker 9 years ago. So there's just different things that they really did a good job on. Pretty impressed with. And I wish they would bring this back because it's nice to have different options. For instance, to the Leatherman Mutt. I feel like this could be a very good option. But unfortunately, this is discontinued and this will be well over $100 even on the used market. Hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll see you in the next one.